Let's just be clear here. You can make a great record at home. If the idea is there and the inspiration is there and you're creative, you do not need to go to a commercial studio to make a great recording or something that's compelling. Whether you're a producer working with other artists or you're a self-producing artist, I will show you my approach to recording, producing, and mixing professional sounding records. From vocals, instruments, the gear I use, arranging, interaction, the whole studio environment. We'll cover it all. I like to think of finding your sound a bit like figuring out what your fashion sense is. You have to try on a lot of different things. You have to realize what colors work well for you. I'm totally certain that someone would rather you tell them that I'm not sure, I'm not ready, than you fake it and then not deliver. Then because then you become someone they can't trust. Doing the backbeats with claps in the first chorus and then adding a snare drum in the second chorus and then having the claps and the snare drum in the third chorus, but then adding a tambourine to it for the last chorus. Just that's sort of like a really simple example, but that's a way to develop something that I want to find textures and sounds that are not as organic, but they're contemporary. So, sometimes the sounds of like trap drums. So here's a high 808 toms with a lot of reverb on them. That the microphone should be just right about where the top lip is. If a vocalist is having trouble with pitch, sometimes it's, especially if they're sharp, their own voice is too loud in their headphone blend. You got 3 microphones, put one on your kick drum, one on your snare drum, and then the closer you get, the more focused the sound is on a particular area. And we're probably 7-8 inches away from the instrument. I would love to hear these guys play together so that I can understand what the sound of the bass and the drums sound like together. I mean, I know this is a stock plug-in and maybe it doesn't sound as real as you want it to, but if you take a little bit of time, you play around some of the parameters, you can probably find something that will fit your production or the work that you're doing. There's several ways to go about this. We can make curves that draws the pitch so that you can grab individual things and move it around. You can hear much more focus the snare drum has, how the hi-hat is minimized. When I turn it on, maybe you noticed that it actually made the vocal sound a little bit more present and forward. In the context of things, it doesn't jump out. It helps reinforce like the most important part of the lyric. So that's a little insight into
when you get the vibration, won't do you no good.